What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Mamsugus Gaming and Infinity Ward finally revealed the Season 2 roadmap, and let me tell you, there are some awesome content coming, including new Warzone map, new game modes, and plenty more. And if you guys are excited for Season 2, make sure to see for the like button, 15 Call of Duty, make sure to subscribe, 10 on notification bell, and join notification squad. Without further ado, let's go on to it. As always, let's start off with the multiplayer side of things, and as you guys know by now, each new season means letdown for multiplayer, and this season is no different. Once again, we are being left behind, and that is terrible. First of all, we'll be getting 4 maps in Season 2, 2 of which will be 6v6 and the other 2 will be ground war maps. First of all, we have the return of the iconic map Dome from Modern Warfare 3 for a second year straight. Yes, that's right, we got the reimagined Dome in Vanguard, and for a second year straight we'll be getting it again in Modern Warfare 2. This is actually funny because if you guys remember when they first announced Ashika Island and Castle, we all said let's hope they do not reimagine Castle again for a second year straight and put it as a 6v6 multiplayer map. While they didn't reimagine Castle for a second year straight, instead they reimagined Dome for a second year straight. To be honest with you guys, I like the map, but this is terrible. And for our second and final multiplayer 6v6 map is gonna be the return of the museum map. Now the good thing is, in the blog they did not say a brand new map, no, they just said the second map in Season 2 is gonna be museum, which first appeared in the beta. And our 2 ground war maps are gonna be Zaya Observatory and the Al Malik International Airport. Both of these 2 maps are simply taken from Al Mazrah points of interest. I mean, they could have at least given us from the new Resurgence map Ashika Island instead of Al Mazrah, but unfortunately we got 3 maps all taken from Al Mazrah. Like we said, Zaya Observatory and also the Al Malik International Airport, and Dome is also included in the Zaya Observatory points of interest, so technically not a single brand new map. We simply got a repeat of 2 maps, Dome and Zaya Observatory, because like I said, Dome is included in the Zaya Observatory points of interest. They simply cut out the Dome part, made it 6v6 map, and then they cut out the whole Zaya Observatory from Al Mazrah and made it into a ground war map, and that is very disappointing. Now let's move on and talk about the new operator that will be coming in Season 2. For the first time ever in Season 2 of Modern Warfare 2, we'll be getting just one single operator, and that is none other than the returning Ronin from Modern Warfare 2019, and he'll be available at launch. Also, Ronin will be coming with his own event called Walk the Path of the Ronin. It will begin at launch. There will be 7 challenges that we need to complete either in Warzone 2 or Modern Warfare 2, and yes, finally those challenges are once again making their way back to Modern Warfare 2 as well. Each of the 7 challenges will have their own rewards, and once you complete all 7 challenges, whether in Warzone 2 or Modern Warfare 2, you will unlock the new crossbow weapon, which we'll be talking about next. Now let's move on and talk about the 5 new weapons that will be available in Season 2 of Modern Warfare 2. First of all, we have the ISO Hemlock Assault Rifle, which will be available at launch via the Battle Pass. Our second weapon will be the KV Broadside Shotgun. It will be part of the cast-off platform. It will also be available at launch via the Battle Pass. The description reads, the KV Broadside is the fastest firing semi-auto firearm in the shotgun class. Our third brand new weapon in Season 2 is going to be the dual Kotachi's melee weapon, and they'll also be available at launch via the Battle Pass. We move on to our fourth weapon, and it's going to be the crossbow. It is part of the marksman rifle category and will also be available at the launch window. Like we mentioned earlier, the crossbow is available once you complete all 7 challenges of the Ronin event. And finally, for our 5th and final weapon in Season 2 is going to be a new marksman rifle called the Tempest Torrent, and will be available in mid-season. Unfortunately, there's no images or no description. That's all they said. And as you guys know, a new season also means 4 new prestige levels. Now we can rank up all the way until level 500, and of course every 50 level that's 1 prestige. In Season 2, the first prestige 6 will start at level 300, and the final prestige will be at level 500. Continuing with multiplayer, first of all we'll be seeing the return of ranked play, infected, gun game, and grind, and also hardcore, which all will be available at launch. And in season or mid-season 2 reloaded update, we'll be getting drop zone, all or nothing, and 1 in the chamber. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that is absolutely awesome. 6 game modes. Yes, while not all of them are new, but still there are some awesome returning game modes that I'm quite excited for. And to finish off with multiplayer, there'll be a new episode 2 in the raid game mode. That should be quite fun. Cannot wait to see what happens next. Now let's move on to the DMZ side of content. First of all, there'll be a new exclusion zone, that being Ashika Island. Now there'll be 3 locations in DMZ: Ashika Island, Al Mazrah, and Building 21. Alongside that, there'll also be some new missions that we need to complete. Also, there is a new boss in DMZ called the Bomb Maker. Now unfortunately they haven't told us exactly what location he will be on Ashika Island. All they said is that we need to explore Ashika Island, find the new boss, and he will be carrying a new weapon case, which will be full of awesome rewards. And finally, for DMZ, there'll be a new faction called the Crown Faction. However, the new Crown Faction is exclusive to those who own Modern Warfare 2 only. So if you do not own Modern Warfare 2, unfortunately you can't get access to the new Crown Faction. It is exclusive to the players who own Modern Warfare 2 only, and if I'm being honest with you guys, that is absolutely terrible. That will do it for DMZ. Now let's move on to the whole focus of this season, and and future seasons, and there is none other than Warzone 2. Of course, as we already know, Season 2 of Warzone 2 will be launching with its own brand new map, Ashika Island, a Rebirth Island style map in Warzone 2. Alongside the brand new map Ashika Island, we will also be getting the returning fan favorite Resurgence game mode. The Resurgence game mode is similar to your normal battle royale. However, once you get eliminated in Resurgence, you don't actually go to the gulags. No, as long as you have one or more squad members still alive, a countdown will appear beside their name. The eliminated operator will redeploy once again in the match, like I said, without having to go to the gulags. In the Resurgence game mode, there'll be a new feature called Restore Honor, and simply all this feature is, once an operator gets eliminated on Ashika Island, they will drop a dog tag. Now that dog tag can be picked up by a squad mate or by the player himself after redeploying. After the dog tag has been picked up, it will grant you a small cash reward as well as a single UAV, which will definitely help you to prepare yourself after you've been eliminated and lost everything. Alongside all of that, there'll be a new contract in the Resurgence game mode which will be available in season called Search and Seizure, and basically all you have to do in this new contract is you need to reclaim a stolen vehicle, and then you have to drive the vehicle safely to its designated drop-off point. Also, there'll be a new public event called Data Heist which will be available in season and only in Resurgence. Basically what will happen is during the second circle collapse, 3 uplink stations will come online around the map, allowing players to download critical intel from them in exchange for valuable in-match rewards. Basically there'll be 3 uplink stations, download the critical information. If you can do that successfully, then you will get given rewards, and it is as simple as that. Alongside all of that, Season 2 will also bring some notable changes to Warzone 2. For example, the return of the 1v1 gulags. Also, the armor plate vest will be changed. No longer you have to find an armor vest that will allow you to carry 3 armors. No, from the beginning of the match, if you can find 3 armor, that's it, you can fully armor up. The backpack feature has also been removed, and also customizable perk packages in loadouts have finally returned. So basically all the changes that were made from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2 are now being reverted to how it was in Warzone 1, and that is absolutely amazing. Next up, we have the return of the redeployed balloons, or now in Warzone 2 they are called the redeployed drones. Different name, but they still do the same thing, and it will be available in season in Resurgence. Also, there'll be a new vehicle type in Warzone 2 called the personal watercraft. Continuing with the blog, they also say discover the secrets of Ashika Island. Like previous smaller sized Warzone maps, Ashika Island has its own secrets for operators to uncover. Okay, if I'm being honest with you guys, this got me really excited. I hope this means the return of Easter eggs, but I guess only time will tell. We'll just have to wait and see. And finally, for Warzone 2, there'll be updates for some points of interest in Al Mazrah. In the blog, Infinity Ward says intel from Al Mazrah indicate that a downed aircraft has been spotted north of Said City, with plumes of thick black smoke visible from the summit above the Satiq cave complex. And of course, just by looking at the image, we all know what this is. This is the return of Afghan from Modern Warfare 2. Now it is being added in Al Mazrah as a point of interest, and I am super excited for that. Infinity Ward continues by saying elsewhere enemy reinforcements have redacted, resulting in a subterranean redacted between multiple points of interest in the north. What does those redacted mean? We're not sure. Also, we are confirming reports of redacted being recommissioned and ready for passengers on the main redacted in the region. Oh snap, what is happening here? Why is everything redacted? I don't know, but it got me really excited. I cannot wait to see what will happen next. But with all that being said, this is everything that will be coming to multiplayer, DMZ and Warzone 2. While there are some very interesting things, unfortunately multiplayer once again has been left behind, and that is terrible. But I guess let's just hope that future seasons we might get some more multiplayer content. How likely is that? Very unlikely. But like I said, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Only time will tell. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you are excited for season 2, make sure to see for the like button. 15 Call of Duty, make sure to subscribe, 10 on notification bell and join notification squad, and I'll catch you guys later.